Yo, you're on, baby.
Oh, sorry. Hello, and welcome to Teresa's Book Club. Oh, wait. Messed it up. Can I do it again?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Hello, and welcome to Teresa's Comic Book Club. Here we will discuss seriously comic books and how they affect our lives.
Do you know which comic book are we discussing this time? What?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
It's the Defenders.
Is it a weekly thing?
No.
This episode, we are reviewing The Defenders. Which is a Marvel comic.
That's correct.
Which is a Marvel comic.
Could you hazard a guess who's on the team?
Of The Defenders?
Yes.
I know Namor's in it, just because you guys were talking about him.
Good point.
All
good
right.
point.
Good, yeah.
I know Namor's in it.
Very astute observation.
Maybe Sue Storm, since I know Namor loves Sue Storm.
No.
Maybe.
No Sue Storm.
Actually,
Don't know that.
yeah. Only one chick on the team.
Yeah, but we'll get to that.
Is it Squirrel Girl? Because she's my favorite.
No, it's not Squirrel Girl.
Oh, well, I don't care. Okay,
I would have invited you to read the comic.
Okay.
Spoiler alert: our host does not read the comic book. What are you going to be doing while we have this discussion, wife?
Seriously contemplating your answers and opinions.
Really? You're saying you're going to pay attention to us?
No, I'm playing Diablo.
Oh, okay. What are you running right now?
I might be running a rift here a little bit.
Okay, cool. Which character?
With Mighty Bin Hunter.
Oh,
Although, I started Crusader yesterday, which is really fun. They fight with like a flail. It's like stupid.
yeah. It's kind of neat. Adam, you should get back into it.
Yeah, I should.
You should do
Nathan,
Crusader.
you should too. It's kind of fun.
I named her
No,
Ray.
Now your
Yeah.
computer runs
A
it.
fancy ass computer.
Yeah, you guys both have computers that can run the game. It's actually a lot of fun. The four of us could play again like we used to play Borderlands. I smell a J-Spot plays.
Oh, wait, I made a Crusader. Her name is Brianna Tarth. She looks exactly like her.
Nice.
Like,
I like-
super tall, super blonde, and she's like Crusaders have like the
Ungainly.
knight.
Brienne.
Yeah.
What's Game of Thrones called, Brienne?
I forgot what they call her.
I forgot
Sorry,
to.
Sue.
I can't remember anyway. Anyways, all right, baby, you can go back to your game. Thank you, our wonderful host. I love you. All right, guys. So let's see. We have Nathan, Adam, Cabeza Grande. Oh, Nathan, what do you got? Is your protagonist? I don't know. Is that what you want to be?
No, it's just.
It's just one of your call signs. I mean, one of your things. I know that. I'm just saying. Is there a persona you want to go by? This could be a history-making event here because I don't think you've had one really. Never ever.
No, not really.
Yeah, you're just Nathan.
I am what I am.
Yeah. I am. So, and I'm J-Spot, Jonathan. So let's break this down. Where are we starting, Nathan?
We are going to start with we got the title. It's the Defenders.
The Defenders, yeah.
But this is the 2007 run.
2007?
2012.
2012. There we go. I was going to say
Sorry.
that's wrong.
No. I'm thinking of something else.
We read the different books.
I'm thinking of the new Avengers episode right now.
Oh, right. Okay.
But no. Yeah, 2012. Matt Fraction, actually 2011. But
Right.
Matt Fraction wrote it. And then you said you wanted to add something else there. Oh, the actual Marvel Universe timing what's going on in the comic.
Oh, right. Okay, so this comes...
Chronology.
Yeah, chronologically in the Marvel Universe, this comes right after, directly after Fear itself. And that's kind of like where the first story gets into, but we'll grab that in a second. So this is Matt Fraction's Defenders. And man, Matt Fraction's great. Like, oh man. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping. But, I've talked about in other different things, like, how much I really enjoy Matt Fraction. It's because, like, he can really craft character, especially about people I don't care about. And this goes right into our next little topic, which is the characters. These are 5 to however many characters I don't care about. Mm-hmm. And, so when Nathan suggested, hey, we should read The Defenders for our very first little comic book discussion, I was like, yes, it's Matt Fraction. It's 5 people I don't care about. Like, maybe I'm going to grow as a comic book reader here. And I guess we'll get into that as we kind of get through this conversation. So,
Should we start with the original team first, just to kind of outline who the
oh,
Defenders are?
yeah, who are the Defenders? Yeah.
Because I don't feel like a lot of people know.
Well, I mean, they're just the Defenders. But there's so many versions of the Defenders. Because I have these old Defenders comic books that are Beast, Iceman, Sunspot.
That sounds right. Yes, Sunspot.
And then I don't know who else is, because like I saw it and I was like, oh cool, Beast and Iceman. It's an X-Men book.
Colossus should also be on that team.
Garbage. I believe Colossus is on it. It's basically the X-Men, like B-string X-Men. Goodbye. But
no,
it's also called the Defenders.
The original team was Strange, Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer came in later because
Right.
it starts with Hulk and Namor.
Yes.
And the funny story about this, because it's, much like the Guardians, where Quill kind of tricked people into
joining the team, yeah.
He tricked Namor and Hulk to join him to fight. So.
Oh, okay. So is it just the 4 then? So Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer, Hulk, Namor?
Yeah, that was the original team.
Just the 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty good team.
Yeah, it's a beefy team, yeah. And don't mind the noises back there. It's just my wife, fighting the demon hordes. There's a lot of poison on the screen. But, so this team is, again, Doctor Strange.
Again, Silver
Surfer. Namor's there. Red She-Hulk instead of Hulk.
Right, because Hulk... So, the premise of the story is that Hulk comes to Namor, or comes to Doctor Strange saying, there's this entity called Null.
Right.
I can't be around it, otherwise it's going to bond back with me.
Because we both kind of want the same thing.
Yeah. They're
and
both
I can't control
rage
myself
monsters.
around
Yeah.
it.
So he's saying, if you need some muscle, here's Red She-Hulk. Take my girlfriend.
Yeah, right. Take my woman, my wife Betty. Okay, so wait, is that it? Is that the whole team? It's not the whole team. Iron Fist. Yes.
Yeah.
Iron Fist is in
Sorry, I
there.
thought you were getting to that.
Sorry, I forgot. Yeah.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reading comics and having a lot of fun.
Oh man, he's great. I mean, we're gonna get to it later, but definitely my favorite part of the entire series is just Iron Fist. So like we mentioned, story opens. Null is there, or Null needs to be stopped, and
Null's attacking Wundagore.
Yeah, he's attacking Wundagore Mountain, which is really awesome. Like everything kind of happens there in the Marvel Universe. That's a whole different story though. But he's attacking Wundagore Island. Was there any significance for that? I don't really remember. Like,
other than the device being there, or
like there was no other significance. So when he's there, there's this device. What is it called?
Concordance engine.
The Concordance engine is there, and how do you say the guy's name? John.
Praetor John.
Praetor John is there. Prester, Pastor.
Yeah.
They have
Pastor Praetor.
Yeah, Prester, Pastor, Praetor John is there, and there's some other dude sitting in the corner. But they have to fight Null, and Null's gonna destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody,
because he wants to get home.
Yeah, because he wants to go back to wherever the hell he's from, and for whatever reason he thinks punching that thing is gonna get him there. So that he's headed straight to the island. He's going to this thing, and Doctor Strange is interested in it, or he doesn't even know about it until they get there.
Right, they don't know what's actually there or why he's heading there until they get there and see it, and they're like, "Well, crap."
Right.
So,
man, you guys need to lead this a little bit more, because now that I'm thinking about it, like spoiler alert, I did not like this at all.
Really?
I did not enjoy it, and my memory for it has already been wiped by Superior Spider-Man. And I mean, I finished reading it on Wednesday night, and last night I read Superior Spider-Man, and that's ruined everything. So okay. So they're going there. Oh yeah, he's gonna punch it, and he's like, why would he? What's he carrying? He's like, well, he's just gonna break it. Whatever. This Praetor John is leading Null towards it
because he wants this to happen.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, wait, why did he ever say why? Early on?
Not in so many words, but as Null is getting close to the engine, they reveal that there's another Prester sitting there next to the engine, who in his own internal monologue is saying that, Prester John had one like he did, but he lost his somehow.
Oh, right. So
And
actually,
that it's
wait,
driven him
no.
insane.
I'm gonna go ahead and correct myself. My favorite thing about this story is not Iron Fist. I actually do have something that touched me in this story. Way to go, Matt Fraction. There is one thing that really touched me. So okay, so they're going after it. They're trying to stop Null, and then my thing happens. But how did they stop Null? I don't remember.
They didn't.
Did he break it?
He punched it, and then the other Prester, whose engine that was like, no, basically
right.
negated.
Yeah, the Guardian of the Machine took it
and bounced everybody out.
poof,
And
he was gone.
Oh yeah, that's
basically
right.
changed dimension that they were in.
That's right, and they had like the different outfits on
Yeah.
and everything.
Well, no, the dimensional thing happened when Noel punched it,
Yeah.
and he fixed it
Yeah.
and like sent Noel away.
Yeah. It's like no elsewhere.
So then after that, the story catches up with Namor under the sea, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
'cause
second arc comes in.
Yeah, the second arc starts like right there. So we just shot through like 3 books. The only thing that we really didn't cover that was like of any essence is this goofy stuff's going on, and it's because this engine's gonna get destroyed, in the end. But Doctor Strange had a one-night stand with a college student, and
It was there for a book because she's investigating magical architecture.
Yeah, and then there's some other like trickster dude who thinks he's a good, whatever.
That's later.
That happens in between arcs.
Oh, that's in between arcs. Okay.
I actually really enjoyed that. Like,
I like that too. That was really interesting. Like I thought they were gonna go somewhere with it, and then like,
and then he traps him in a jar.
he
He's
just
like,
puts him in a jar.
"F you."
He's like, Arietti, shut the fuck up. Like nobody
in the jar.
Yeah, nobody
Don't mess
likes.
with Doctor Strange.
It'd be funny.
to his body.
I wonder what happens with that. Like, what if that comes back later? Like,
Yeah.
like the Red Hood takes it or something. Like, anyway, so I don't know because I don't follow. I don't follow Doctor Strange at all.
They don't do a story for him.
It was just there.
Yeah.
He's just there.
I'm just saying, like, no, I've looked into it. Like, if he's not in the Defender stories and not in the Avenger stories, like, he doesn't have his own comic.
Yeah.
So man, I'm really sorry for those extra sounds there, crowd. That won't happen again. But let's see who's hollering at me.
So, yeah, let's talk about what we like. Yeah. I like this pause.
I kind of like the whole mystery of everything. I like when they open that tomb and find the big dead Titan.
Yeah.
The Nautilus stuck in its chest. Cause
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, yeah. So that's just where my favorite thing comes in. So the Nautilus comes in, and basically they all are going undersea for whatever reason. I don't remember. Don't care. But then they open up this door, and there's all these, the daughters of some evil thing,
Yeah.
that were basically going to protect the inside of this door. And, Namor beats him up, but doesn't, like, kill him or whatever. And who was it? Somebody's like, you gotta...
His right-hand man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, his right-hand man's like, you're going to let them live? Like, shouldn't you kill all of them? They're just going to... He's like,
Just gonna cause chaos.
yeah, and he's like, no, they're people of the ocean. I'm their king. They're my subjugates. They can go out, and if they do something against my world, then they'll have to face the crimes. But he's like,
It's too big to police everything.
it's crazy because like so he does that, and it's kind of like, oh, where'd that come from? But like while that's going on, they're showing all these flashbacks of young Namor and his mom, and this is my favorite part. It's the only part that really touched me. Of the whole thing, like the things with Iron Fist made me laugh, but like this whole thing where Namor and his mom, like I've really started learning about Namor from Siege, and like Siege on, and then like I kind of started thinking like he was less of like a lame old character, started thinking of more of like a really funny, like arrogant asshole, and I like characters like that. I think they're funny. But like
It just made sense because he's part of the Cabal. Like
yeah, it was the Cabal really, and they drew him like Phil Collins for whatever reason, and like I thought that was hilarious, and like he's sitting there talking to Emma Frost all Susu Studio on her, and like learning about him and learning about his whole thing with Sue Storm and everything, I started thinking he's cooler and cooler and cooler. You know, got him in HeroClix. I think he's cooler and cooler. But so I've never really had like a personal attachment to him though, other than him just being this horny, arrogant, you know, ruler. He's like Doctor Doom was suave, you know, like.
Plus, he's cooler than Aquaman. So
He's
like,
way cooler than Aquaman, just, you know, because that always helps the whole DC argument. But this story, there's this one part in particular where it's young Namor. He's talking to his mom. They see this picture of Jules Verne, right? Who is they're saying is the captain of the Nautilus, you know, like the storybook Nautilus. Nemo, Captain Nemo, sorry. And they're like, oh, that's just something that Jules Verne writes about. And then somebody asks Namor, have you ever read any Jules Verne? And he's like, who? Is Jules Verne somebody from the Atlantic Ocean, or, you know, somebody from the Atlantean kingdom? And he's like, no, he's the Earth Rider. And he's like, then why would you think I would read that? Like, it's just like, oh, that's awesome. But then he has a flashback after that, and he's like, you know, like, oh, who's this? It's like, you know, Jules Verne wrote about this Captain Nemo, and like he remembers looking at a picture of Captain Nemo, and he's like, Mom, who's this? It's like, this is your friend you go on adventures with. He's like, yeah. Don't worry about that, son. You know, no questions about that. And she's like, he's a captain, and yeah, we go on adventures. That's all you need to know. And he goes, oh, so this guy has his own boat. And she's like, ship. We call them ships, son. And it's like that. Oh, and I don't know why, but just that moment of her correcting him and like broadening his eyes, like expanding his world. It like made him so much more human. Since, you know, he's a mutant, he's not, you know, an Atlantean, whatever. So like it made him so much more human, and made him so much more relatable, I guess, or finally gave me that insight into him being relatable. So like now I feel like, oh man, maybe there's more to this character, or hopefully there can be more to this character. I mean, I don't know if anybody else is gonna try. And spoiler alert, this was kind of a short run. It was only 12 books. And I think what we're talking about is already the 6th or 7th book.
Correct.
And like, I don't know or think or who knows about the future, but I don't think there's been anything since then. Because we're talking 2012. Right now it's 2014. It's early 2014. Right. There hasn't been anything else where Matt Fraction has taken the time to say, Namor's my dude again, and I'm going to fill this in, because he's done so much more other stuff, which is all amazing.
Well,
by the way, have I mentioned I like Matt Fraction? Like,
I don't think there's been anything for the Defenders since then yet either, but I haven't looked that hard.
I'm pretty sure there are some Defenders since then.
Okay.
But I'm not. No, actually, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking so. Just that.
Because I know there's a little bit in Fear Itself, and I read that, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think that was actually a little better than this.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, it's always, you know, you got the main three: Hulk, Namor, Strange.
Yeah. And
it's basically when they have a problem, they call the other two, and then, you know, get the team together, and just whoever else, you know, happens to be there. Yeah. So like, yeah, in that storyline, like,
it's like 30 Rock with the Pranksmen. Like they're not friends, but then something happens, and it's like, well, we can't let this go without a joke. We got to call together the Pranksmen. The Defenders are here.
Well, yeah, like it was even in that run where like Namor was like, I hate when we get together because it means something bad's happening. Because when you look at it, yeah, they're a really powerful team, and sure enough, Silver Surfer shows up, and it's like, well, crap. Now we are having like serious issues.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, for yourself, it's, you know, the hammers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But funny thing about that story is like, you got Strange, who's no longer Sorcerer Supreme, so he doesn't have like all his powers.
Right.
So he's like, well, I can use this one power that's sort of like this other power I could use, but it's not that. But I can change it to do this instead, and it's supposed to like summon other Defenders to come help Namor against Tuma.
Right.
And it comes back and only brings back She-Hulk, but it's like Kid She-Hulk. And like, yeah, it confused her for the Hulk. And it didn't bring anyone else back. So it's like, where do you go, Strange?
Well, speaking of that, so looking at Doctor Strange in this book, I think you and I, and Han, who's not here, Dr. Han was going to be with us, but you and I had the same reaction to Doctor Strange, at least in the first 3 issues of this book, and it was like, I mean, how you said it exactly how I said it, so how'd you say it?
That, wow, I didn't realize Doctor Strange was such an asshole.
Yeah, dude's an asshole.
Totally an asshole.
Totally an asshole. And like, I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't get it because I don't really know where he's coming from. So thinking about like where his character originated makes sense that he is an asshole and he is kind of cocky. But like, I never see him that way because in all the stories that I see him in, he just comes in and he's like, the shields of the Seraphim, the bolts of Balthok, you fix your problems, all right, later. You know,
Yeah,
I'll get the hell out of here.
He's kind of a plot device.
Yeah, he is kind of in all those other stories. So when this time around,
Need something magic explained? Call Doctor Strange.
so this time, oh man, what Doctor Strange is doing, like right now,
Yeah.
what he's doing is amazing, and we'll get to that some other time. But
So no, this actually leads me right into my problem with the comic.
well, wait, I was gonna just point out right now,
Oh, go
Doctor
ahead.
Strange
Oh my God,
is
I'm
not
sorry.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes, he's not.
He's not Sorcerer Supreme.
Right.
Doesn't have the Eye of Agamotto. He just
Now,
Power is rather
when he's
limited.
got the black garb on, that's non-Sorcerer Supreme
right,
because he doesn't have the red cape.
right.
That comes later, or comes back later. No, what I was going to say though is that, and I see it with all these characters in the story, because the characters he did well: Red She-Hulk, Iron Fist, Black Cat.
Oh, I forgot she was even part of it. Yeah, she was fun.
Ant-Man was a little bit in there, and Nick Fury. You know, like
Was that Ant-Man and was that Nick Fury?
what are you talking about? Yeah,
Like, was that for real them or well, I guess they were in that different dimension. So
right.
yeah.
And, well, remember everything got fixed because.
Parallel.
Okay. So
Anyways,
the
wait.
ending of the story is that since Matt Fraction
Wait.
had to
How do
finish-
we get there? All right. Like Nathan was just saying. So Matt Fraction had to wrap this up because he had to go do Daredevil, which is 10 billion times better comic book than this. And yeah, because it went Iron Fist Defenders or Immortal Iron Fist Defenders Daredevil. Daredevil is great, and then Hawkeye, which is even better than Daredevil. Daredevil's so much better than this book. It was way worth it. Just cancel this stuff. But so they're going across these different realities because of all this engine crap, and the Presters and the Praetors, and like they're going all these.
Okay,
different
basically,
yeah.
there's the Death Celestials, which are super powerful beings who can basically negate reality.
Well, they're the Celestials. They're just in one reality, the Celestials are evil.
Yeah, in one reality, they got bored and decided they were bored with everything, so let's destroy everything and make everything white.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Remove
that's
the
right.
memory of everything.
Cool.
And so there's this Omega Council, which opposes them, which is where the Presters are from, which is why they have the Omega symbols on their hands, and which is why they have nearly the same level of power. But they can't actually beat the Celestials. So what they end up doing is, from all over the multiverse, parallel universe theory, that there's a multitude of parallel universes, all slightly different from each other. But they saw that in one universe, the Death Celestial came to blow everything up, and but this team of heroes stopped them. And they were like, how did they do that? And so they took all these teams of heroes that had that potential, and using the concordance engines, anchored them to Earth 616 Earth.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
that's
basically
correct. That's
they're
correct.
a dimensional gateway tether that brings these things into our reality and keeps them there, and then
So at least one reality wins. Like
and so at least one reality will stay together and be able to beat the Death Celestial several times, which is what the dead Titan was down under Atlantis,
Right.
because they had a broken concordance engine in the Nautilus in its chest.
Right. So where the Death Celestials really come in, they go into the other, or into one of their realms where, you know, that's going on currently. And they find Ant-Man hiding under garbage, right?
No, he's microscopic.
He's microscopic, but I mean, he was hiding under garbage, wasn't he?
He was hiding in a bag of garbage. Yes.
Yeah, in a bag of garbage, and there were crows attacking it. And when he noticed that the other heroes were there, he quickly shrank them down, and they're like, "What the heck?" And he's like, "Shut up, I'm here." You know, and like Nick Fury was already with them from wherever else.
From the time traveling.
Yeah, from the time traveling thing, he was already there. And it's a weird, like, 50s Nick Fury. He's kind of cool. I mean, it's Don Draper meets Nick Fury. And he's pretty funny. He's comic relief there. And before they had him for comic relief, they had Iron Fist not paying attention to anything they're doing. Iron Fist is just reading comic books. Which is fourth wall breaking and amazing.
I actually really like the exchange because, like, he's sitting there, like, reading comics in Strange's library. She-Hulk's there too.
Yeah.
And, you know, Strange is sitting there, like, studying the machine. He's like, he says it very elegantly, but he's like, I can't figure this out. You know, I need time to think. And Red She-Hulk, you know, she's paying attention. Iron Fist is not. And she's like, so what should we do then? When Wong's standing there, his butler, basically.
Right.
Not really his butler. It's kind of...
he looks over him. Like,
it's
more like Alfred to Batman.
But he's supposed to be like the... helping out the Sorcerer Supreme. So it's,
Right-hand man.
It's kind of weird that he's still there after the Sorcerer Supreme thing. But, you know, whatever. I guess there's not really a Sorcerer Supreme yet. So that's where it is.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Wong's just like... Doctor Strange just basically said for y'all to leave. And he's like, oh, okay.
So, get out.
And because I did not pick that up from what Doctor Strange said at all.
But, I mean, I guess it's good that they had that. I don't know, man. There was a lot of jokes in it. And they were good, too. They were solid.
So this is what I was getting at, though, is that... I don't think Matt Fraction writes, like, bigger, powerful characters that well.
No.
He does street-level guys great.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's what we're seeing is that, you know, Hawkeye, Daredevil, Iron Fist, like, those guys, yeah, he understands them.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Strange, even Iron Man, like, there were parts of Invisible Iron Man where I was just like, I don't see Tony doing that at all. And that, like...
Since Invincible Iron Man, I've been seeing Tony doing things I don't think Tony would do. And even, like, right now, like, a year and a half past Marvel now, like, he still does things. I'm like, that doesn't seem anything like that.
Well, I mean, there's comic book stuff.
Yeah!
that they gotta make them do.
Yeah, I guess so. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. So... basically, what it all comes down to is they catch up with Ant-Man. There's the Death Celestials. I got really bored, and I don't really remember what happens past there. And they explain a whole bunch of stuff, and I keep flipping past pages.
Well, that was what I was just explaining.
Right. They were explaining like the whole. They had like all the different Fantastic Fours.
Yeah, because the Omega Council took Silver Surfer and explained all that to him, and he was like, well, I can go back and I can fix this.
And so, yeah, Silver Surfer goes back, and he's like, okay, so Doctor Strange, you have to go back in time.
Yeah.
And...
fix this.
Yeah. Find a way to stop us from doing...
what we've done.
Yeah.
Because we broke everything.
Which I thought was a really cool way of kind of wrapping it up, because he goes back to his little... tea bag, little incantation thing of saying like how his day's gonna go,
letters, yeah.
And it tells him to go talk to the girl, and like so
things up.
He talks to the girl, goes on a date with her, and because he's on a date, Hulk goes to his house, and Wong's like, Strange isn't here, and so Hulk just leaves.
slaps the shit out of him. Where is he? He's not here.
Just walks away, so they can't do anything.
Well, and because they didn't go after it.
Yeah.
Everything just happens, and they don't find the other engines.
Noel just punches the engine.
And
the Omega guy sends him away. And that's it.
And the engine stays where it is.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
What it sums up to say is pointless story. Matt Fraction is saying I should have never been here.
But no,
now I like
genius
it.
By that, my
Complete
Matt Fraction.
reset.
Okay, so wait. Maybe Matt Fraction is even better than we really think. Like, maybe it's not that he can't write big characters. Maybe it's he does not want to.
Sure.
And this 12-book story would be his fuck you to Marvel Comics, to Bendis. Why'd you put me on this fucking project? I only have Iron Fist here to show you what I'd rather be doing. I'd rather be doing comic books instead of this.
Yeah, because I love the Iron Fist and Misty Knight thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that was really good. Yeah. Oh, man, I forgot that was even there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iron Fist and Misty Knight say, like, they could never have a relationship, and then having a good relationship, and then realizing it's not a relationship. Like, it's just a continuation off of Immortal Iron Fist. Actually, because that's kind of where they left their relationship there. Mm-hmm. And, man, Immortal Iron Fist is really good, too. Like, dude, alright. Don't read this. Go read anything else by Matt Fraction. Amazing. This is, obviously, you have to get with 3 of your friends and force them to read it. And have a conversation to really appreciate it.
I mean, it was only 12 books, so I mean, it wasn't that hard.
Sure, but like I got bored and I skipped the last 2. Like I thumbed through the last 2. I scanned them. I skimmed them.
I'm just saying, like, because the central characters, Namor.
Yeah.
Well, Namor and Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was just written like Tony Stark. Like.
Yeah.
He just wrote him like Tony Stark, like he did for Invincible Iron Man. That's all I saw.
Yeah.
And like if you had seen Doctor Strange as Tony Stark, then all the little arrogant comments he made would come off as kind of charming because that's Tony Stark. You know, he has that charm about him, even though you can't feel that charm out of comics, but then you can.
Yeah. You know? Written correctly, you can feel it.
You gotta reach these kids.
You gotta reach the kids.
And I think that's just like, I don't know. I've never seen Doctor Strange as Tony Stark.
No.
Which is funny. Funny side note. There's the rumor that they're gonna have Doctor Strange replace Tony Stark in the cinematic universe.
Oh.
You know, like. What if this is just the foreshadowing, you know?
Yeah, I just told Seth about that today. Like, talking about how, you know, if they get Johnny Depp, like, that'd be pretty neat.
That would be pretty neat. Except for Johnny Depp's pretty old.
He's 50 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would be the difference? Other than, like, I don't see Doctor Strange taking, like, a bump. I don't see him falling down.
Yeah.
Well, like, you know.
You gotta remember, again, this is another one of those things, like, how does Doctor Strange fight? He puts on a shield and, you know, blasts things. Like,
yeah, or he goes into his astral form and does things. He reaches out and touches something. What's up, Lolly?
But then I guess he is like a master martial artist as well. So he just didn't feel that strong in his comic. Is what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, he's not the Sorcerer Supreme.
But he's still.
The only thing
you don't use
dealt with
years of knowledge then.
Because the only thing he dealt with himself was that magic guy.
Yeah, the guy you put in a jar.
This was my other problem with this whole series. There were so many dead ends. Like, things they introduced and they did nothing with.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, wait. The side guy they put in a jar. Yeah. That didn't happen either.
Yeah, that all got negated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that didn't happen. That's why we never heard about where he went.
Oh, yeah.
All right, full circle.
Yeah.
And what was with Red She-Hulk and, like, having the hots for Silver Surfer all of a sudden?
What?
Yeah. And she changed back into Betty, and she was like, "Whoa, I've never done that."
Well, no, and when he came back, she was like,
"Yeah, she got on him."
Yeah,
I thought that was more of just kind of like because she thought he was dead.
Yeah.
It seemed like more.
But they had that whole part where they mentioned like she's been watching him a lot.
I got her.
Book 5 or 6.
No, I don't remember that, but
yeah, it's one of those things like they introduced and then did nothing with.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
So, okay, when they first brought, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, when they first brought Silver Surfer onto the team there, did you notice he swallowed somebody and was like a weird shape and was flying around?
Yeah.
And then spit him out? I've
Into
never
a
seen.
volcano?
Yeah, into a volcano. I've never seen them use Silver Surfer with anything other than like, I'm going to blast you.
Oh yeah, because
Oh my God.
Blast.
Yeah, I'm going to blast you with the power cosmic. Yeah, just don't let her have that until we're done. Damn it, Lolly. Excuse me.
No,
but yeah, I thought that was really weird, and it's something I would like to see
Yeah, I was
again.
wondering about that too.
I thought it was really goofy. Again, doesn't matter, didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, and like
The only thing that did happen was a one-night stand, and then he went and made up.
Well, it wasn't really enough.
Oh yeah, because then they had a
actually
second.
went on a date.
He went on a second date. Didn't even have. That's all it is. Doctor Strange dating college kids. He's 50-some years old, dating 20-year-old college kids so that they can get a better grade.
Living the dream.
And yeah, how do you feel about it, Adam? Overall,
I feel like it's like a lot of sci-fi stories I've read in the past, all mixed mastered together, and then it's all Deus Ex Machina
oh,
because it never happened. Poof, dream sequence.
awful.
Well, like I said, I read the Fear Itself, The Deep.
Yeah,
is the name of the story.
It was very good.
Yeah, it was actually a very good kind of mashup of the Defender story, and you know this Defenders team. While I liked each of the characters, it was like they could have done so much more.
Yeah.
And kind of like Adam said, like kind of sucks that everything just kind of poof and didn't really happen because that means that Red She-Hulk and Iron Fist are never actually part of the team, and it's like, well, I want to call them those guys again because those are cool.
Yeah. Well, can't put those on a HeroClix team. Oh man.
And I do kind of like how Red She-Hulk was just kind of like, let's go do stuff. Woo!
Yeah. Where's my big sword?
Yeah. Everybody else is like,
Stole
so
food.
what should we do? I'm just going to do it.
Yeah. Like, we should attack this way. I'll punch him. Well, cool, man. All right, then. Last little matter of business. What next? One thing me and Nathan were talking about was Matt Fraction's FF, which is Matt Fraction and Dan Slott, I think, which is kind of cool. Dan Slott actually is about to do the new Silver Surfer. I read like an intro to it. It's attached to the last Superior Spider-Man. It's actually pretty cute. It's pretty neat. Which is weird to think that the Silver Surfer could be cute, but
Well, I mean,
I'm not using a goofy word. I really do mean cute. Like it really was cute.
I can see it because it's the whole like there's so many ways they can go with him that because he's not human,
Right.
but then he is sometimes living in the human world. Like I said, sometimes.
Yeah.
Who really knows what Silver Surfer's doing?
Well, they showed him like one time being a short order cook.
Right.
He got a phone call. Oh, my first phone call. Yes.
Yeah. That's right. I've never experienced this before. What are you talking about? A phone call. That's him and Silver Surfer. Or him and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Again, Iron Fist is the best.
Yeah. So, Nori?
Norin
Surfer?
Rad. Yeah. Norin? Huh? Anyways. So there's that. What do you think?
I enjoyed it for what it was.
No, moving
for
on
next.
for FF.
I wanted to read something with Dr. Doom.
Someone
Dr. Doom's well written.
See, that's tough. Like,
Like, okay, my favorite Doctor Doom stuff is Cabal. Just hands down. Basically that one issue where he's daydreaming.
no, that's actually a whole like really good string of events though. Like, because you got the Cabal and then you got him. Like, everyone leaves and it's just him and Namor. He's like, "Don't mess with Doom."
Yeah.
And he's like, Namor just listen to him. You got the land, I got the sea. You keep it like that, I don't care.
Well, as long as you don't come to the oceans, we're good.
I like. Okay. Like this is bonus round now because now we're just gonna go ahead and discuss that because like like the idea is, I get the land, you get the land, I get the sea, right? We're cool, right? Doom, and Doom's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna rule this goddamn planet. Water just happens to be there. I don't give a shit about the water. Like,
but that's all going on in his head.
Yeah, I know. He's like, this is not a 50-50 contract. I rule the earth.
The entire time, Doom just sitting there with his hands crossed, like,
right.
I
mean, and then what it comes down to is he's having all this daydream, and like he talks about this whole idea of him coming in wearing a red cloak, and it's actually the Red Hoods. And he like actually killed him using sorcery because Red Hood doesn't know anything about sorcery. And wait, I'm saying that right? What? He's Red Hood, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, Red Hood's actually Dormammu's like kind of
envoy
dude, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a DC character, Red Hood, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm just want to make sure.
Joker, yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure I'm not crisscrossing those. Yeah. They're both the Red Hood, right?
No. He doesn't become the Joker. There's actual Red Hood now.
Well, there was then.
Well, let's not get.
There's been several Red Hoods. Yeah.
DC retcons everything.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean,
pre-crisis,
as you guys now know, New 52 didn't even fucking happen. Anyway,
we're gonna get it all back.
No, just throw it out, retcon it all. Okay, so so he has this daydream where he shows the Red Hood what sorcery really is, and destroys him and takes his thing, and like everybody's like, "Where'd you get the red thing? It looks kind of good on you. Like it's more menacing than green. How come we've never seen this before?" And he's like, "It was a gift from the Red Hood." and he has that daydream. He has a daydream about like women sitting at his feet. He has a daydream about like telling Namor off, and then when it all comes down to is Namor's like, Doom, we're really gonna do this, right? I get the sea, you get the land, we're good, right? And he's like, everything I do is for Doom, like all is for Doom, I think is what he says, and walks away.
I think there was a fine in there as well, like just kind of a
fine, all is for Doom. So great.
But my favorite part is that he goes back to Latveria and gets demolished.
Oh, that's right. He gets up to leave, and he's like, "I don't need to be here." And he goes on top of the roof of the building, and he gets helicoptered there, right?
Yeah.
Gets out of the helicopter, and Morgan Le Fray like teleports in with 1,000,000 minions and just blasts the shit out of him, and he's like, "How dare you!"
And then the Cabal start telling him out. He's just like, "I did not ask for your help." Like,
I didn't need your help. It was a cheap shot.
Came out of nowhere. I got it now.
Oh man, that's my favorite Doctor Doom. Like, I really like that Doctor Doom. There's the Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, Torment and Triumph that you and I just read.
Yeah.
And Robbie just read.
Right.
And
who Robbie will join us.
Yeah, Robbie will be here one day. He was supposed to be here today. He's having a rough week. Whatever. Guy.
Book club stuff.
Yeah, not part of the Teresa's, Oprah's comic book club. But yeah, Adam. So you didn't read that either, did you?
No.
I should hook it up because it's just one graphic novel. It's pretty good. It's like 80 pages. It's pretty quick.
And it actually puts it does both Doom and Strange well.
Yeah, it does both characters well.
Where's the one where he goes to hell to get his mom's soul?
That's the one.
Okay.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to hell to get his mom's soul. It's pretty cool. But that's spoilers all over the place. So, but that one's kind of too short to really have like a.
No, we would not talk about that one.
Yeah,
I just want to read that one.
Yeah. That's for Adam's enjoyment.
Yeah. So we'll discuss more and come up because there's that 4-part Iron Man and Doom Legacy, whatever.
Legacy of Doom. Yeah.
Legacy of Doom. There's that. That's a 4-parter. That's kind of quick.
I think FF would be good. We got the Ant-Man movie coming up, is why this kind of came up.
Oh, that's right. And Scott Lang is leading the team.
Right, so we can, because they're going to do Scott Lang as the Ant-Man, and while I was very opposed to the idea at first, because I like Hank Pym.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy at all.
No, he's kind of terrible.
He is terrible, but then he's been written very terrible and had a lot of things done to him.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Many of them very old that you can't get away from.
But at the same time, he punked the crap out of Mr. Fantastic, and I love that because I hate
I don't like Reed Richards at all.
Yeah,
Reed Richards is a douche.
I just like the Fantastic.
I like Reed Richards more when you find out that in every other continuity he's evil.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like when you see Reed Richards with like everyone else,
Yeah.
do not like the dude. You read him like his own comic. He is super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I think that's how I tell my own stories, though.
There you go.
Like, no, I was out there, dude was being a douchebag, but really, I was like, I wasn't tipping well, I dropped my spoon on the ground,
I was just being it.
yeah, I was just not having a good day.
I'm just saying,
I
like,
yelled at my wife in public, like...
Because you got Richards going off like, I forget what storyline that was, where he's like, I gotta find a solution to this, so I'm gonna go like make this interdimensional machine so I can talk to all my other selves in the other dimensions. And it's like,
Oh yeah, super cool.
it's like
That's actually Marvel now. So okay,
that's leading up to Marvel now, isn't it?
no, that's in Marvel now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't think I was reading.
So no, it's because I forced you to.
Oh, okay.
But so that's Marvel now, Fantastic Four, and that's when it's side by they were coming out the week or 2 weeks after FF. So like it was like 1 week was Fantastic Four, 2 weeks later it was FF, 2 weeks later Fantastic Four, right?
Right.
And they're back to back. So I was keeping up on both because they had not really crossover, but they had like kind of, slight tie-ins, like very loose tie-ins together.
Right.
And then eventually towards the end of the series, which if we do FF, I'll tie in the last 3 issues of Fantastic Four with it because they are actually combined.
Mm-hmm.
It was just neat. Like it was built to have that feeling, like because Fantastic Four went on for 2 or 3 issues, then FF started, and then they did this 2 weeks apart thing. Mm-hmm. And it just felt like, oh, these are gonna cross over, and it didn't really happen until the very end. But
Yeah.
which is neat. So actually, I have to put that at the beginning too. So we'd be the first couple of Fantastic Four to where they hand the team over, go from there, and then to where they come back in. Actually, that sounds like a lot of fun. It's a really good read.
Yeah,
it actually is a really good read.
I'm in.
And you want Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom is there. Mm-hmm. Doctor Doom has a lot of fun in this book too.
Yeah.
Uatu is there.
Nice.
And you ought to invite us over more often is a joke that they added in there. Yeah, okay, well then I guess that's really it. And our host is a little too busy running a rift right now.
Oh no, I'm not running a riff.
Oh wait, you want to sign us off?
What'd you think of our discussion? Do you feel more informed?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
Yeah, did we...
Thank you, Teresa, as always.
Did we answer the questions that you wanted us to answer?
Yeah, it's a very deep discussion.
So
So
then
it's
we're done discussing the Defenders 2012 Matt Fractions run. Can you sign us off for all the viewers?
Side note, I really do like She-Hulk.
Which She-Hulk?
It's just in general.
The green one or the red one?
Yeah, because
They got
Are
2
they
different.
different?
there's 2 different people.
And
Yeah,
there's actually another green one now, so that's 3.
yeah, that's right. There's a second green one now.
There's 2 green ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
So the one that was in this story was the red one. That's Betty, Hulk's girlfriend.
She's actually kind of cool.
Aw.
She's really awesome, yeah.
That's kind of cute.
And it's
but-
Red
wait,
Hulk's daughter.
But I thought I heard that she was crushing on somebody else. That's weird.
It didn't happen.
Yeah. It's all
Yeah, that's weird though.
it
So.
happened, but it didn't happen.
I think we close that right there.
All circles around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's like emotional cheating.
All right.
So
No, it happened.
Come sign us off, baby.
Physically.
Oh, okay.
No, it happened. It's just the story, which I guess you were sitting next to us while we said it, but the story didn't actually happen.
Time travel, parallel universes,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
corrected itself.
Doctor Strange went on a date instead of going to save the world, which they actually ruined, but that's...
They ruined the world by trying to save the world, but it didn't
Instead,
happen.
Doctor Strange goes on a
But
date.
it all worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. It was like that.
Hulk was pissed in the end, and that's all that happened.
Oh, okay. Well,
And Wong got backslapped. And bitch slapped.
anyway, so thanks for listening to Teresa's Oprah's Comic Book Club. We hope to talk to you next time.
Very good, baby. I like that. Hey, we need music.